Hey there, busy kids. Welcome to our second lesson. Today we're going to be composing a motive. Now, you might have heard that word before, or it might be a new word to you. A motive is kind of like a theme, okay? And a lot of compositions have a motive, have this theme that they introduce at the beginning of a piece of music, and then the rest of the music is all about playing with that motive. And we're going to learn lots of different ways to play with the motive in our lessons to come, but I just want us to focus today on composing a theme. And I want you first to listen to this piece. It's a famous one by Beethoven. It might be familiar to you. You might have heard it before. I want you to listen to the theme that's introduced at the very beginning, and then listen to a little bit more of the piece and how he plays with it. So take a listen here to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. All right, hopefully now you have a better understanding of what a motive is. Now we're going to actually work on composing a motive. So let's take a look. So I want to actually direct you first to the second page of our materials where you're going to see these different pattern ideas. These different pattern ideas are to inspire your motive. Now I know you're probably excited for composing your own piece. Maybe you even have an idea for your motive already of how you want your piece to sound. But remember I said for these first kind of 3 modules, we're just practicing different tools. So I would encourage you to pick one of these patterns to use for your motive. That will keep it simple so that you can practice the tool and get really good at using that tool. And then when we do our own composition in module 4, you'll be a master of using that tool. So I would encourage you to pick one of these patterns. I'm going to use this pattern down here, and I'm going to keep it in C. You can always make it into the key of G or a different key if you want, but I'm going to keep mine on C, D, E, D, C. Remember, it's just about keeping things simple as we practice. And then I'm going to take it to my page here. I want you to actually write the word motive in this box because I want you to really get that word through your head. It's a really important word when it comes to compositions. So the word motive in that box, and then I wrote my motive here using all whole notes. I'm not going to leave it that way, but the whole notes are my starting point because I can change these into quarter notes or half notes or eighth notes. So I don't want you to just copy exactly what I'm doing. I want you to kind of practice this and think for yourself here, but I just want to walk you through the process a little bit. So I've written my pattern C, D, E, D, C. The next thing I need to do is assign a rhythm story to it, just like we talked about last time, figuring out a rhythm that's going to work. Now I'm going to do this piece. So first of all, I have to figure out my time signature. I would urge you again to keep it simple. So like 4/4 or 3/4. 2/4 is maybe a little bit short if you're picking a longer motive. 6/8, 3/8. If you're more advanced and you want to challenge yourself, you can, but maybe save that for your final composition. And for now, just pick something simple like 4/4 or 3/4. I'm going to do 4/4 for mine. And then I can test out some different rhythm stories to see which one I like. So I might go half note, T, 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 T. That might be my rhythm story. Or it might be ta, T, T, ta, ta. So I can test out a couple of, or lots of different possibilities and see what I like for my rhythm story here. I liked that last one I did that. Ta, T, T, ta, ta. So now I'm going to go through and actually change these notes. So ta, so I'm going to color in my whole note there to make that into a quarter note. T, T, and then this is ta and ta. So here's my motive. It's kind of hard to see these eighth notes here. Here's my motive, ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Now, I've put together a little checklist once you've written your motive for you just to check and make sure you've composed it correctly. You want to make sure it has a key signature. So mine has a key signature. Remember, I'm doing it in the key of C, so I don't have any sharps or flats in my key signature. My motive has a time signature right here. 4/4 is my time signature. And then my motive has accurate rhythm. So let's make sure. We want 4 beats in each measure. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So double check all those things. Make sure you're not just copying this. Try to do something a little bit different so you can practice composing your own motive. All right, busy kids, once you've completed your motive, you're ready to move on to the next lesson. I'll see you soon.